Well, hello, my YouTube friends. Today it is my utter pleasure to present you those two acquisitions that I got during Blade Show 2018. The new design from my buddy Thierry Savidan called the Chaos. Check that little gem. We're going to concentrate on this one. And this new design from my boy Tashi Bharucha, the Heatseeker. Both of those, I scored them during Blade Show 2018. So it makes sense for me to present those two knives together. First of all, during my rant, I'm going to show you the knives. First of all, because those two are Frenchies. Second of all, because I made those scores in a row during Blade Show 2018. Third of all, because those two guys are not only friends. Sorry, I'm going to try to clean that blade a little bit. Not only friends, I was saying, but yeah, they're really close one to each other. And actually, Tashi Bharucha, I will not misportray him or betray him by saying that Thierry was a really big source of inspiration for Tashi Bharucha, for the way Tashi is making designs. He ended up making knives too. I'm going to talk about him first. But yeah, Thierry was a very big source of inspiration for Tashi. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense for me to present those two knives together. And I will begin with Tashi and probably will end up taking a little bit more time with Thierry. Why? Because Tashi has a broader display than Thierry probably. So there is nothing that I will that I will say that you haven't seen already on other videos about Tashi Bharucha. He's been here making designs for quite a while now. He's the most American of the French, even more American than I am, definitely more. And yeah, you've known him for a lot of designs that he made, whether it's going to be in the production knives or the MeTech or the custom world also. And he made a lot of collaboration. Actually, he started by making only designs and making collaboration with his design. With a lot of makers, and again with the production brand too. Then again, he started making knives, and I have the utmost respect for the man because it's been now some years that he's making knives, okay? But he ended up making knives with an efficiency that not a lot of even full-time maker, not a lot of those maker, even in full-time, has the efficiency that Tashi does. So now, in a way, I am extremely respectful for that guy. First of all, he's a kind heart, really love him. Then he's doing advertising as a full-time job. Then he's doing 2-3 days a week. He's dedicating to making knives, and he's making more knives than a full-time maker, and this is something that I truly respect. First of all, again, he's doing crazy designs, and he makes a lot of them. With his, I'm going to try to to tell you about his designs just a little bit. And now his efficiency is incredible. He's making, each time he comes to a show, he's coming with anywhere between 13 to 20 knives, sometimes even. So that's absolutely insane. So most of the time his designs, you're going to have his touch. Actually, this one is probably the further away from his design. You're going to have some futuristic line. You're going to have some width. Tashi Bharucha's design, wide blade, roundness, long. It's most of the time it's going to be long knives also. It has to go with his design to have long, wide, and roundness in his design. This one is the further away because it looks a bit like a Persian. But you can tell that it was annoying for him probably to not have some width, though. So he actually gave the width here on this blade. Others may have gone for some recurve and ending the blade here. No, here you're going to have the width that is very typical to Tashi. So this design is really beautiful, as you can see. It's sexy as hell. Check the design of this backspacer here. it's modern, it's aggressive. I like this idea to blend, sorry, here marble carbon fiber and on the other side a checker pattern. Beautiful finish on the mokutai that is going to be with the matte finish, so you don't have the fingerprints on this finish. Absolutely adore that. Very nice junction, efficient. I mean, that's, like I said, well constructed. Action is perfect. Check it out. Nice centering, nice detent, beautiful design. But it's going, yeah, look at that. The design of the tab follows here like that. I mean, it's a very, very nice design, but it's something that is a bit further than his usual lines. So like I said, I'm not going to extend a lot on this knife because it's already 6 minutes. Just notice that Tashi has a tremendous success and is very, very well deserved because everything is just spot on. Love the grind. Look at that. The hand rub is really neat. Very nice swedge. It cuts. I mean, the edge is perfect. I mean, all in all, you don't have anything to say about that. It's sexy. It's modern. It has some design. It has a very nice construction. Man, Tashi Bharucha, he's consistent and he will always makes everyone happy with his build. That's why he is very sought after in the current market. Now, let's talk about this little sucker, shall we? Because this comes from my buddy Thierry Savidan. Thierry Savidan is making knives for even, I mean, more time, for longer time than Tashi. He has a tremendous eye for design. Always come with very particular blade shapes, particular designs, but they just are doing so well. And no video in hell will be able, that's why I'm going to try to spend some time trying to analyze with you the details on this knife that are, for me, incredible. Just as every design that he makes, he's got a tremendous eye for design. His constructions are always just perfect. I just adore that guy. I mean, to me, he's lacking of the fame that he should have, but he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and more people are starting to know him, and he deserves it so much. I love this design, and we're gonna try to start, yeah, with the design. I mean, how many knives? You see, even Tashi, you're gonna have some, when it's closed, you're gonna have some convexity here, and sorry about that, and then the blade's gonna be like, I mean, the overall design is something that when it's closed, it's to be expected. Some convexity or straight here. But how many design will you see where you're going to have this kind of, you know, it starts here, you have this convexity here like that, and convexity here like that. Look at that. Look, it's almost a geometric form. Check how beautiful it is. And the line continues here with the back spacer. Here it's very thin, like a tip here. And look at the flow. I mean, the blade follows here exactly the end of the handle. Look how brilliant it's done. You're not gonna have some extra blade length here, or it's gonna get into the handle. No, and here it's gonna be even. You're gonna have the same width here in blade than you're gonna have in the handle here. It's almost separate here in the middle. Here it's just, man, what can I say? It's when it's closed, it's a jewel. There is no knife that I know of that have this kind of geometric form with all this. I wouldn't know how to describe it rather than showing to you how exceptional this knife is in for that matter. Here, look at the flipper tab also. Here you have some straight lines, boom, boom, like a tip like that, and it's followed here by the flipper tab. So even though it's a flipper, it doesn't even look like the flipper tab is protruding here. It's a part of the design. It's integrated in it, and for once, I hate flipper tabs. For once, it's absolutely perfectly integrated in it. How beautiful is that? The only thing you should do is to make some custom knives in order to make something arranged. That is the only complaint I would have on this knife, is to make a custom pivot. That would be just fantastic. But check this back spacer. Every back spacer has, with the lanyard hole here, following perfectly here. Look at how it's contoured you know, sculpted backspacer like that, absolutely insane. Now check that lip. The design is just perfect, straight like that, following the line here. It's parallel to the line here. And one screw, and check, it's integrated in the frame. So it won't budge, because one screw, you can rotate like that. No, here, it's perfectly integrated in it. Check that attention to detail, and in the construction, it's insane. Ah, man, absolutely adore that guy. The action is splendid, and when it's open, check that, man. It's what I like about this knife: 3¼ inch of a blade, perfect EDC. But it's not only sleek, but you have some width here on the blade that is not annoying, because that's the cutting part, and that brings the design that you have when it's closed, And there is no discrepancy with the handle here that is thin. When you have that in hand, it disappears in your hand. The feel is it looks really tiny. Why? Because it has this very narrow handle here, but the flow is so fantastic. Check that. Here it's following here the line of the blade perfectly well. Here it's following here the end of the handle. It is perfectly even, and yet you have this very narrow part here and the width here of the blade that is contrasting, but it is even. At the end of the day, it is even, and in hand it feels so well. That's exactly what you want to have in a knife. A handle that is not gonna bother you when you're gonna have it, and some meat in the blade for you to use it as an EDC. And all the blade length, 3¼ is dedicated. No nonsense, no recurve, no convexity, no crazy thing. No, my friend. No, here you're gonna have like a straight line like that. That is done for cutting. A beautiful. I'm usually not into Warncliffe, but this one looks so well. Beautiful hollow starting from here. That's a very long hollow, my friends. Starting from here, no nonsense here. Boom! Going from here to here, absolutely perfect. No bump whatsoever. And of course, the delicate touch with the swedge here, with almost a mirror polish, on the edge. Man, check the contouring that he does here on the sides. Nice, very nice milling here. Not contouring, the milling on the sides here. The edges are really, really, really nicely done. I mean, everything is done perfectly well. Look, the tab follows here the line of the handle here and provides for a very nice guard. You don't have jimping here, but here the guard is enough. And the flow continues even when the flipper tab, when the blade is open here. Some nice touches with the colors here in Mokutai, and the clip also in Mokutai. It will come in several versions from what I understand. Actually, he had during Blade one auction piece that was already a bolster lock, with here a scale of Mokutai, and here also a scale of Mokutai, already a bolster lock. So he's gonna make some bolster locks, he's gonna make probably later some liners, we'll see about that. But that right there, if you can put your hands on something like that as an EDC, that's just fantastic. It's a gentleman knife. When you're gonna open that, nobody is gonna be scared of that. It's beautiful. I mean, it carries perfectly in the pocket. It's a beautiful user. It's a lightweight knife. The action is just, like I said, splendid. Look at that. He also put the steel insert here. Very nice. Effortless to disengage. Smooth as they can come. Very nice detent. This one is a tad. Oh, man. Probably because I I played a lot with it. It has a little bit of center, but that's definitely I need to tighten that, and that's going to be like perfectly center, sorry, as it was in the beginning. So yes, what can I say? It made sense. I wish I could do, but I don't like redundancies. I am happy by doing this video of those two guys. Like I say, Tashi, absolutely adore that guy, the maker and everything. Very efficient, very nice. And this guy is just tremendous. So he's gonna be here for G10, as he will be, the Frenchie will be there for the gathering. Be prepared to jump on him. It's gonna be lottery, but this, if he does some first come first serve, be prepared to jump on his knives. Otherwise, you will regret it for sure. So my friend, it was a great pleasure for me to do that video about guys that I consider friends and tremendous maker. Bye bye, my friends.